it going? Okay, so I'm back for doing this Mercury direct video, and I thought that this particular Mercury direct would be one that would be pretty interesting to do commentary, to elaborate on for all the signs. I mean, Mercury is going to be going direct in the sign of Leo on August the 11th. So coming up this Monday, Mercury's going direct. I'm going to tell you something about this, guys. I am particularly excited about this Mercury retrograde going direct and, you know, Mercury picking up, resuming motion, because it has been a very eye-opening Mercury retrograde for me. And it's interesting because of the fact that we're dealing with the sign of Leo, and usually Leo represents the outer parts of ourselves, the expression of it all. It can represent the heart as well, you know. So yeah, those parts of ourselves that we don't have to show in the way, or we don't have to show up in the way that people expect us to show up, but you know, our passion is there, and we're represented by our or our passion drives us and it represents us. But at the core of the matter, it's definitely feelings, it's definitely emotions, and there is definitely shedding, because we have light here. So shedding of the truth, uncovering something informational, and it doesn't have to be informational. It can be wherever, it can be insight, you know? So yes, and I am so happy that I was here experiencing this retrograde in Leo transit, because we are also having a full moon coming up in the sign of Aquarius on August the 9th. This is before Mercury goes direct. Wow. Now, if you want to know a little bit more about what that full moon in Aquarius is representing, please check out the video. I definitely can link it to the end of this video so you can just, you know, access it more easier. But I feel like the fact that this full moon is happening in the sign of Aquarius, right, on August the 9th, endings, and all of this comes up, guys, it comes up to a point. Everything is coming up to this focal point, to this transformation, to this change in ways that we have not experienced, on levels that we have not experienced yet, and all to set us free. And when we're dealing with the sign of Aquarius, we're dealing on a mental level, you know, mental traps, mental blockages, just information that we believe, that we live by, that we place on ourselves, that we judge others by, that has no bearings with the truth. It has nothing. The only thing that it's doing is trapping us. And the freedom that comes with not giving an F when you truly get there. Here is this transit. And for different signs, it's going to represent different things, I have to say. But so yes, check out what that full moon in Aquarius means for you guys. We have that full moon in Aquarius. We have Pluto, the planet Pluto, transiting the sign of Aquarius. We have Uranus in Gemini. We have Mars and Libra right here. These are trine energies playing out. Yes, we do have Venus and Jupiter transiting the sign of Cancer, and that's putting that emotional twist onto it, guys. That emotional twist that we are purging as we think about the past, as we think about where we're at now, how we've arrived here, the abuse that we've taken for some of us, the neglect that we've taken, but the information, the insight, the experiences, the awakening that it brings into our lives, and it brings us to an emotional point, an emotional release. And it's just deep, it's profound. Yeah, Saturn's in the sign of Aries, retrograde, putting a stop to just forward movement. Everything that you see right about now, there's no need for you even to believe it. When you're looking at other people's lives, and I'm not saying to call other people's lies lies, but when you're looking at other people's lives, please just be careful with trying to judge yourself harshly according to other people's lives. When you think that you are in the worst place that you could be in, somebody else is going through something 10 times worse, maybe even on an emotional level. But there's going to be those ones of us that decide to see what this means for ourselves on an individual level and use it for true healing. And then there's those other ones of us that is putting our focus and our attention into creating this facade to carry on when the universe is actively at this point trying to work to free us. The planet Mercury being in a sign of Leo was showing us this insight firsthand. Things dealing with our minds, things dealing with elements of our minds, ways that we block ourselves mentally or we use our emotions to feed off of that trap us in rather than going to that next level of thinking. Okay, and I know I lost some people right there because it's like thinking for what? Yes, we are solitaire going through events that's playing out personally and on the universal stage that is really getting us to think, but not thinking just for thinking's sake. No, to really think about the way that we're operating, to really come out of a lot of selfish behaviors and understanding that we got the whole world. We got the whole world to deal with. And we're all a part of it. And people are hurting. And people are lost. And people need help. And human beings, we have to be able to put our minds together to understand how to innovate our way into healing and helping each other. Okay, that's great. But it's gonna, some of us are there and some of us are ready, and then there's others of us that are not. And I get it. This is why we're being asked to really focus in on ourselves. And the more you try to reach and pull and grasp at something else that's not really there, the more you sink deeper and deeper into the confusion, into the trap. Wow. I mean, it's profound. It's like I said, it's profound insight. Okay, I'm not going to hold you guys any longer because I wanted to go ahead and go over each sign. I feel that a lot of people don't necessarily see Mercury going direct as a major, or resuming its motion as a major transit, but I do on certain ones, and this one in particular, I definitely feel that way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover each sign and tell you specifically where things are moving forward as far as this insight and truth that you're not going to be able to escape, and where you're going to need your confidence and where you're going to need your courage and strength and your health, physical, mental, and emotional health to pull through this, guys. All right. I'm not going to keep talking, so let's get to it. All right. So I'll see you guys at your sign. I have timestamps. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to be back covering more transits. Okay. So hello, Aries. All right. We're starting with you today. And Mercury is going to be going direct in your 5th house. And finally, you're picking up energy. You have light shed on you, truth, insight about who you are, your expression, your uniqueness. Instead of hiding that, instead of putting that to the back burner, bring that out, express that. You can use this with teaching children. You can use this, I'm talking like, especially if you're a school teacher, or maybe even if you do something online to where you're teaching something, some sort of skill, some sort of hobby, or just something, even something that you're talking about yourself. This is going to be great energy for you. You are looking to where you can break yourself free from limiting ways that you see yourself. Okay, so you guys can get pretty expressive. You might be doing things to, your body or something that you're changing up your uniqueness. You're making yourself look unique. Unique fashions, starting fashion trends, just really being yourself, like you're vibing to this energy. A lot of you guys are looking young. A lot of you guys are looking attractive, particularly attractive, and people are being attracted to you because of your teenage, like your rebel teenage energy, or just like your free energy, your childlike energy, and the way that you're just really exploring yourself and you're just living life. And people may have something to say about it. Some people may not like the way that you're living your life, but you got here for a reason because of all your experiences up until now that led you here. That's finally showing you where you want to break free. And these are also instances, or, you know, maybe even with your kids or grandkids, somewhere along the line, maybe they're about to break off pretty soon to go do their unique path. You live who they're supposed to be. And you're just looking and you're reflecting on how much progress they have made and how much they have grown, and you are responsible for getting them there. So this is great because remember, opposite of this, where the full moon is going to take place to really trigger this off, is your associations and your interactions and people around you. And Aries, if you haven't learned by now, people that maybe you should cut off or you shouldn't deal with, they're going to show you again. And they're going to show you how you have been limiting yourself and how you're setting yourself free now. And there's going to be nothing stopping you. There could be some sort of insight or information, something that triggers this awareness for you. Like you could be looking at online, you could be learning about, if let's say you want to be a fashion designer, you're going to be online, you're going to be learning about how to do it. You might actually take a class. You can definitely pick up a hobby right now that can lead you to being paid. That's right. Money, 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 money. This is good. Like you're lit up around your fifth house. Like I said, this is definitely attractive. And starting, I want to say, Monday, you're going to see this for sure. The week of the 11th, you're going to see this for sure. However, it's going to play out longer than that. And it's going to come by way of you breaking free. Like blending in right now is not going to do it for you. Somebody that's attracted to you, like if you're finding love, you're attracting that in, you are doing it by way of following your heart and being your independent individual self. And that is what's going to attract romantic partners for you. But if anything, if you're somebody that's breaking free from maybe being under a romantic partner's control or something traditional, okay, this is going to help you do it. This energy, you're going to get tired one day, you're going to get fed up, and you're going to really just say, you know what, screw it. I'm just doing me. And there's nothing that anybody can do about it. So yes, I understand. While this is something that's very much so beneficial for you, you know, I do get it that there could be points where you go overboard and you're being dramatic or whatever, but you're just having fun. You're ready to have fun. You want to have fun. You are just living your life. And it's not that you don't care about other things that's going on with other people, but you really just want to do you. You really just want to focus on yourself. And I think that that's excellent for the sign of Aries, because it's as selfish as people can say and paint Aries to be, Aries can be totally, completely the opposite. Maybe you guys have your own reasons for why or when that occurs, but you could be completely the opposite of what people think. But this is good. You're following your heart. There may be, you guys, I told you, if this is going to be the perfect time, because you could have been thinking about this, go ahead. Brush up on that skill set. Polish up on the skills. Find new skills. Entertain new hobbies. Have fun. You know, romantic interests. You don't have to settle down and just pick one. This is also a chance for you to spark up your love life, because you are going to be looking good. You're going to be feeling good. Saturn is in your sign, but it is retrograde. And with this, you could possibly be able to spark up a relationship that was stagnant or dead, and you're having fun, and nobody's going to be able to kill your fun right now. I just feel like you should just dig deep down inside and find and bring out how you were when you were a teenager. Now, we're not just going to completely become a teenager and be irresponsible. No, this is the upgraded version of your teenage. It's like you could be reflecting on things that you didn't get to do when you were a teenager or when you were younger, because maybe you dedicated or committed your life to something else that was more serious. And now you're seeing where or things that you wanted to experience, you always wanted to experience, and you're going to be allowing yourself to do that. Wow, that is great, Aries. I love that for you. I'm excited. Thank you for watching. And yeah, this is good for your sun and rising. And you can also look at your moon if you want like a little deeper aspect to how this is playing out for you, but definitely sun and rising. Okay, thank you. So please like the video, subscribe to the channel, because you know I'll be back. All right, Taurus, how are you doing? So this Mercury direct is going to be taking place in your 4th house of home, family, security. And yes, maybe for a while you were thinking about this area very heavy on what is your next steps. Are you renovating your home? Are you looking for ways to make more money in your home? Are you trying to sell your home? Are you trying to buy a home? But are you just looking at family? Focus on family. Maybe you want one. Maybe you want to create one. Maybe you want to bring one together and have a blended family. Whatever the case may be, you were really thinking about and reassessing your overall security and what you need to do in this area to become secure as possible. And this is the thing. You got the insight. Some of you guys want to work from home. Some of you guys want to start a home business. Some of you guys want to start a side business. This is really good if you want to be renovate the home, decorate it, redecorate it, reconstruct it. I see a lot of reconstruction for you guys. I have been talking about this for the past few transits. And I feel like that might be the way for you guys to go, and especially making money. I will definitely have to say this is really good. And it's just about you, like you feeling better, you taking care of yourself, you feeling good. You feeling good about who you are, because the more that you can feel good about who you are, the more that we can feel good about who we are, the better off that we're going to do. We're going to thrive in that area. I really feel that you're getting down to the bottom two of what blocks your feelings of security. Whenever I see security houses and financial houses, it all talks about money and money blocks and our relationship with money. And I feel that you are looking at ways to where, you have possibly even taken less and you possibly settled for less. And as you grow, as you get older, as you learn and become aware of information that shows you otherwise, you are really questioning yourself, and you're really looking at ways that you could just take yourself and your life to the next level. And I feel like, yeah, your family is in mind, because that you're going to have to take care of yourself first before you can do your family. That's the only way to really do it. You understand this. So you're getting confidence in this area to really step outside of your comfort zone, Leo, and being brave to take that next step. And you see that happening in your life. And this is good too for some of you guys, to where it's like you have held yourself back and, you want that family life. You want to feel included and feel like you're a part of something. You want, even if this is down to our children, because like our children makes up our family. I mentioned this already, to where, you wanted things, you've seen things a certain way, but you're realizing the uniqueness in your family, in that dynamic in your life and how it's played out. And because you're realizing this uniqueness, you're kind of got to the point where you're allowing it to be what it is. Because what we are realizing at this point in time is that all of us, we're here for separate reasons, separate journeys. We are connected to the people we are connected to because of karmic reasons, all of it. If we can begin to see life for what it is, it really takes a lot off our plate when it comes to having to be and appear a certain way for people. Wow. That's great. Some of you guys might really be purchasing a home or putting some finances away, or looking into purchasing a home. But whatever the case may be, you're taking care of yourself. You got to take care of yourself. You got to take care of your heart. You got to, do the things in your life that makes you feel good right about now, Taurus. And you're getting insight on what that looks like. This is good if you're definitely trying to accumulate like some money or something. This is not the 8th house. But like when I always tie finances into security, but I feel like the most important revelation that you're going to have is self assurance, self security, security from within. And that's going to be the best gift that you can come across right about now. Wow. Now, remember that full, this is what's going to trigger it. A lot of that full moon inside of Aquarius that is playing out inside of your 10th house, something dealing with your career that you let go of, or you accept it for what it is. Like you see the truth about something, about the public image, the way that you look, the way that you appear, the way that you wanted people to see you. And the fact that you block yourself because of the way that people will see you. What have you blocked yourself from? F it, Taurus, because your life ain't the same as somebody else's life. And you're really going to recognize this, and you're going to start living. You're going to set yourself free, because you're going to realize that none of this stuff, this physical stuff, is providing you security for real. The way it looks, that's not providing you security for real. And you're going to start living life. You're going to start living for you. Wow. That's deep. I could feel that because I'm a Taurus moon. Working from home, possibly, and if you're not working from home, the home is starting within inside of you. And you're connecting with people. Even if you're connecting with your family, reconnecting with your family, reconnecting with your kids. But if not, you're reconnecting with other individuals, other people that you could possibly be close with, or you're going to gain some sort of closeness with, because you want to feel that. And you might have to actually step up and be the leader in these situations inside of your family unit or dynamic. Okay. All right. So thank you, Taurus, for joining me. Mercury is going direct. I'm excited about it. Yes, so please like the video, subscribe to the channel, because I'll be back with more transits. Hello, Gemini. So we are back. Thanks for joining me for this Mercury direct video. Mercury in Leo. And where is that for you? None other than the 3rd house of you. You heard what I said? I need to stop and say that again, Gemini. Mercury direct in Leo is going down in none other than your 3rd house of you. This is all about you. Let me tell you how significant this Mercury resuming motion is going to be. This is very important for you. Like for some signs, more than others. The reason why it's important for you, because I need for you to understand, find your confidence, your inner confidence, as much courage as you can muster up. Even if you felt like all the way up until now, things weren't going the way that you wanted them to go. What you knew, but other people didn't really want to acknowledge what you knew. Maybe you were being avoided for what it was that you knew, for your creativity, for your uniqueness. And you could still be avoided for that. I'm not saying that you won't. But this time, Gemini, is different. This time is different for you. You're going to feel it. You're going to feel it. You could possibly already feel it now. You could have felt it some weeks ago. But no, as the closer and closer you get to Mercury going direct, on Monday, okay, August the 11th, the closer you get to that, all the way up until today and even afterwards, it's going to feel different. Because this time, when you open your mouth to say what it is that you're saying, when you are thinking about that next creative insight, the next way of just being you with no holding back, this time, it's going to be different. You're going to do it, and you're going to do it with pride, and you're going to do it with strength, and you're going to find a way to get back up again and keep going and make a mark and leave a mark and do you. So some of you guys in your local area, you might be popular. You might be pretty popular where you frequent at, because the third house is like our frequent local environment. Things just ain't the same without you there. I don't care how much people try to come up and they try to act like it is that you could be replaced. You cannot be. Wherever you're at, wherever you have positioned yourself at in life, you cannot be replaced. Wherever you have positioned yourself in life, Gemini, you cannot be replaced. You know. And this is you up until this point, like who you become, what you're representing. Can people be gossiping about it? Oh yeah. So you could be definitely getting gossip about, but you're definitely very popular and you are definitely being seen. And it's very interesting because this is going to be more in effect than Leo. And this is in the sign of Leo in Leo season. No, Leo in your third house with Mercury transited is going to have more of an effect for you being seen than Leo. And this is Leo season, and Mercury is going to be in the sign of Leo because of the fact that we're dealing with the sign of Mercury and we're dealing with the third house of Gemini. Mercury rules Gemini, third house represents Gemini as well. And this is really, I'm telling you, this is really effective. I don't know where you're going to get your courage from. I don't know where you're going to get your confidence from, but some kind of way you have been remaining strong and you have been fighting a lot. Like the universe knows that you have been fighting a lot to gain, to make some sort of, gain in life, to live the life that you want because you believe in it. Somewhere along the way, you was given some sort of insight to know that it's true, Gemini, to know that it was real. And here you are. You believed in yourself. You did not give up. You did not stop. And you took some hits. But you're going to find the strength. What is going to trigger this? What's going to trigger this real, real bad is leading up. Now, this is leading up because we're very close. But that full moon in the sign of Aquarius in your ninth house, some sort of event, like spiritual event. It's like a spiritual phenomenon, like something that unexpected that occurs, that on a spiritual level where the universe is like showing you. They might take you to the lowest of lows, Gemini, in your feelings, in your existence, feeling like you're not backed in the way that even for your success, for who you are. It's like people still having a fight with people to be that. Prove to people that you should be that. And it's like, no, I'm not proving nothing. They're going to see that you're not proving nothing all along. You was not proving anything. You were that person. It's just reminding me of Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar, like every milestone that he overcame to get to the next point of breaking records, of redefining hip hop, of and hip hop and rap, and what he believed in, that representation of that, he was fought tooth and nail the whole way. Just really think about that. The whole entire way. People were saying why, like how he was using bots and how he wasn't, they critiqued everything about what he did. They critiqued the Super Bowl performance. And he had a lot of people on his side too, don't get me wrong. But the people around him, like the other artists, and then people who felt like he should not get where, he should not have gotten to where he was, and the opportunities that came his way. I mean, other artists that he actually looked up to was going against him. And I feel like a lot of times that matters to us when we are put in situations to where, yeah, we could have a lot of people that back us and that support us, but it'll be like those main people that we believed in and we had to support at one point in time too, that don't. And we're just, it really affects us on a deep level, because it's like, well, wow, what did I do to you? Like, what did I do to deserve this? So, tooth and nail, like a lot of Geminis, this has been the experience. And it just seems like every time you have fought to get yourself to the next place, people are coming or situations are coming to knock you back down. To try to knock you back down. And you have some sort of, And some of you guys could be laying on the ground. You could be feeling at your lowest of low, or actually there, or just feeling like it, feeling abandoned, feeling isolated, feeling stuck, whatever the case may be, feeling unsupported, whatever the case may be, feeling hurt from the past, from wherever you were left at, for however people backstabbed you, for how they did you. It doesn't matter. You come across this spiritual phenomenon, this awakening, this voice from God almost, that whispers some sort of life back into you. Maybe it's some place that you're at and someone speaks some motivating words or something that you need to hear at the time that you need to hear it the most. Whatever it is, it's definitely spiritual. And then you're reminded of all the experiences that you had that led you up to the place that you were, that you are, and what made you the person that you are. And you're able to let go of those experiences that held you back, or that hold you back the most, and break free from that. Wow. I mean, and just breaking free from other people's expectations, period. And it's like, you're really taking this serious. This is touching for me, because I'm as a Gemini, I'm a Gemini sun, and like, I feel this, I understand it, I accept it. And I also have Mercury in my 3rd house as well. So yeah, it's very powerful. It's very significant. And so what I want you to do is, I want you to think about the most fun thing that you can do. Think about it. It could have other people could be involved, but it don't have to be with other people. It could be with yourself, because it could be like a hobby or something, a skill or something that you learned, and find ways to teach it or show it to other people if you want. And this is going to become something that's changes your life. Okay? So, yeah, some of you guys might even leave the place that you usually are, and you're going to move somewhere else, or you're going to attract some other crowd or something, and you're going to be popular there, and you're going to be very popular amongst these people, or these new places, or these different situations, and having these new experiences, and you weren't at the previous place that you were located, or whatever is old stomping grounds that you used to dwell in. So yeah, so you got a lot of stuff coming to you. Insight, clarity of the mind. You're going to be speaking good and being very charming. You're looking seductive, and you're looking charming, and you're looking attractive, and you're speaking attractive. Your mind is attractive. Hearing the way that you think is attractive. You talking and really confidently standing up for yourself. And it can look you just speak. It doesn't have to be something that you argue with people. You're not at the point right now to where you're arguing who you are to people. No. People can see it, and if they don't see it, you kindly let them know. Okay, yeah, I understand. But there will not be any changes made here unless I okay it. Because I do get a say. And people might actually be looking for something for you to say to them that's going to encourage them. Like, your words are so strong. You have the ability to build people up, and you have the ability to tear people down right about now, Gemini. You know? So you could meet somebody in your immediate environment. You just going to the store, going to go run a few errands, meet them through like your siblings or something, or talking to someone, like talking over a situation, or getting to know someone, telling them what you're interested in, telling them about yourself, telling them about who you are, telling them about the latest thing that you created, telling them some information that they didn't know about. Yeah. So this is a meeting of the minds too, with somebody that you meet, or you're going to come across. This a meeting of the minds, and it's going to be epic for you guys. All right. Thank you, Gemini. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel, because you know I'll be back covering more transits. Let's make sure this. Okay, so hello, Cancer. Welcome back to Mercury Direct and Picking Up Motion. This is the video for you because this is taking place in your second house of things that you want, your value, how you see yourself, the money that you accumulate, assets, property, all those physical things. Here we are because I don't know, did some of you guys get a raise? You might hear about something, you get picked up somewhere, like you get a raise, you get some sort of bonus, something added to something that you already have, like a job that you already have or money that you're already making, or you're going to be seeing where you could get a leg in and actually keep expanding. And I feel like you're going to keep expanding because you're going to get closer and closer to what it is that you want, refining your skill set, working on the things that you need to work on in order to, higher up your value. This is really, really good. So like I said, this is happening in your second house. So you see clearly, yeah, you might have a lot of physical aspects or physical things playing out or that you're focusing on, like property, your car, even, I'm trying to be careful to not say bills, because we're not dealing with the sixth house. However, I do understand how all of this stuff kind of ties in with each other, because if we want, to accumulate, to really look into and check into like what we accumulated, what our net worth is, and value, getting valuable things, obtaining these valuable possessions, however you want to put it, money is always involved. So yeah, that's definitely there. So you can definitely see yourself take an uptick in value. People are going to be seeing you as valuable. They're going to be seeing you as worthy. I feel like, Cancer, you always knew that you were, but I feel like you were really playing a little small, especially when it comes to the people that you were connected to in relationships, in friendships, even in family. You was playing it a little small, and you really looked and you saw how your interactions, your connections with some of these people are like something that you were limiting yourself at, and you were staying there because it was comfortable for you. It felt like secure for you. You start to see and you start to look and see where it was not returned. You sold yourself short, and you don't want to sell yourself short now. And like I said, people are seeing you. They know for a fact that you are worth more than anything that they could possibly have in their life right now. You have Venus also transiting your sign and the sign of Jupiter. They might not want to F around, and you might have to F around and show them a little thing or two so that they get it through their heads that you not playing and you did not come to play and you ain't nobody to play with. Okay, so this is great. So money coming in, you really might, I don't know, some of you guys could have worked on like your look or your image, but you might really start to focus on doing that even more because you feel like you can get better. As a matter of fact, you know you can get better. You want the best of the best of the best, and you're not afraid to say it because you deserve it. And wherever you're at, you are willing to bet that that place, that situation, that person, life won't be the same without them, without you there. But this is the thing. See, they know that, but they need to put some respect on your name, on you. So you might be seeing things. You could be getting credit cards through the mail, having some sort of offers to buy a new car, to purchase a new car, to invest money. So you guys, if you're into investing money and you want to get into trading, like that day trading stuff, Bitcoin, different investments, like looking into trades and investments, this would be the good time to do it. And I don't know, maybe some of you guys are going to be getting a return on something that you invested already. Okay, so you're going to get some sort of financial return, either way that you want to put it. And you are really lucky right now, and you are really blessed right now. Please be strong, be courageous, and go after what it is that you want. Don't settle in life. Don't settle right now. The light is going to be shed. Insight is going to be shown on every place that you have settled when it comes to you, what you deserve, but what you're getting in return. And a lot of you guys are going to step up like never before. Wow. Doing you. And I'm proud of y'all. Now, what triggers this what triggers this? You may say your 8th house, something deep within that you decide that you release. Some of you guys are going to release a partner that you were connected to, whether it's a marriage partner or just maybe even belief around marriage and how you trap yourself in. Some of you guys, this is dealing with your emotions, because a lot of times Cancer, you can become codependent on when it comes to your emotions and your emotional bonds and relationships and connections with people. And you see to where you got to get, like right now, no. In your emotions and in your feelings, that's not a bad thing. But you're going to be really thinking logical, though. Where you would have just jumped into a marriage, where you would have just loaned somebody some money, where you would have just slept on yourself and allowed yourself to let things remain hidden. You are going to come across some truth, whether you expose it to yourself or you allow yourself to embrace it, that is going to show you, if you have not already, where you have lowered your value, where you have went without certain things that you could have had because you sacrificed yourself in the situation. Leading to money, 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 money. So you can meet somebody pertaining to love when you increase your value, because they're going to be seeing you different. This is going to get rid of all the freaking creeps. And if they still there, you're not going to be putting time and energy and effort into them wasting your time. Okay. You showing up and you stepping up who you are in your game, you're looking good. You're feeling good. You got a raise. You got a better job. You're living life better. You're getting blessings on top of blessings on top of blessings. What is it going to do? Is going to attract in, yes, those people that might try to take advantage of you, but it's also going to attract in quality people. Okay, so thank you, Cancer, for joining me. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel, because you know I'll be back to cover more transits. Okay, so hello, Leo. So this Mercury direct for you is definitely going to be something that you can definitely appreciate, because Mercury retrograde, you weren't having it. It's not, you don't like Mercury being retrograde, especially in your sign, because you like to be sure, you like to be in control of the direction that you're going in. You like to have clear, concise answers before you move inside of a direction. And with the confusion, you know, with things not being so clear, you just don't know where you stand. You don't understand what could possibly be going on. There's too many nuances. It's too many different choices. It's like, what do you do? What you do is when Mercury goes direct in your sign, you choose yourself is what you do. Because all of a sudden that fog goes away and you start to think of, okay, so what the heck have I been doing this whole time? Why have I been slacking? It's something that you realize about the way that you show up, or the way that you have neglected yourself, or the way you have neglected even what your interests are, who you are, what you believed in, how you followed your heart. And it only took place over a few weeks. But everything leading up to it taking place happened. And then there was a lead up to Mercury going retrograde and really dragging you back into yourself. So you did a lot of reflections. There's things that you notice about your body, about your image, about your lifestyle that you definitely want to change. Why? Because you doing anything else is getting in your way. Okay? There's people hanging on you, draining you, trying to control you. It's a lot of stuff going on. And where are you in all of this? I kind of feel that some significant experience that you have when it comes to that full moon is going to show you, when it comes to relationships and partnerships, this is going to trigger you. Some type of event, some awakening, some awareness that you have, and you're going to be able to let go of that person, let go of that situation, or put yourself in a position to where it no longer controls you, because you're going to wake up and you're going to see where you have allowed your love for people, your dedication for people, you wanting to see things go the best way that it can, stop you from speaking up, stopping you from getting what it was that you wanted all along, and stopped you from living your life. This insight frees you. Wow. So you could be having offers and opportunities coming up as well, or you're going to be going after them. You're going to be able to speak up in a manner that is different than typical, than usual for you. Okay. So yeah, I get it for Leos that's a little bit more introverted, and that, you know, you don't really like having to just like be around a bunch of people or affiliate with a bunch of different people like that. So you tend to go shy away. You're going to be finding the courage to do things differently now because you've suffered too much. You have sacrificed too much. You have lost too much, and you can't afford to do that even more. This is the thing. I get it. It's not easy. It's an emotional thing more than anything. It is a healing process for you. So even though you do, Mercury goes direct, you have this insight, it still feels like you're stuck somewhere. I get it. Emotionally stuck. I don't know. Maybe you're stuck in the past with a past love situation. Maybe you're stuck, you're not stuck with the past lover, but you're stuck with the experience of the past situation. And it was something hard for you to get over. It was something hard for you to try to get through. But I feel like you really see that. And some of you guys, this could be connected to your mother as well. You know, you don't really want to disappoint them, or you want to be the best mother that you can be, but you just realize that, you know, while I want to do that, you maybe you're the best father that you want to be. I'm not going to, take away from that, but you could realize that, well, you know what though? I know that I don't want to let these people down or that person down. And I know that, I'm just being the best parent that I can. Okay, fine. I'm just going to let go of control of things that I can't control. And even though it's something hard for you to do, you doing it is definitely going to bring you back to yourself, and it's going to allow for an emotional release and an emotional healing. Let me tell you, you got love there. You got relationships there. You got partnerships there. And look, hidden love. You have hidden love for somebody, or they have hidden love for you, or there was, like I said, this connection or whatever this was. It was something that's deep. It's a soulmate thing. It's a spiritual thing. So there's not really any direct answers for it. That's deep. That's deep. Like for a lot of the experiences that you're going through, because at one point in time, it could have felt so real, And this is the thing, because when we have Venus inside of the 12th house, that could definitely talk about affairs, secret relationships. It definitely can. And this is like concealed feelings that you have there. And some of you guys, this is from childhood that you never really dealt with, that affects you till this day. But it's going to be a blessing. Like Jupiter is allowing you to see this as well, because Jupiter is transiting your 12th house. And I'm going deeper with you guys because it's your birthday month. But Jupiter is in your 12th house. And as you heal, babes, I'm telling you, it's going to set you, it's going to be like a blessing. It's going to be a blessing. Some of you guys revealing these secrets or revealing this information you can make money off of this. This hidden talent that you have that maybe you weren't accessing or you weren't using before, you can make money off of this. Some of you guys could find hidden money, or like just be walking around finding money or being blessed with it coming out of nowhere, to where you're just like, oh, I didn't know, like somebody's like, oh yeah, that you do have, this special or this deal that you can use, or you never use this credit card or something that you find that is, is money, is monetary that you can use to buy things. But, and I'm not trying to get too deep, guys, but this is just what I see here. This is just what I see here. Okay? I don't know. Because you don't have to be ashamed of your experiences. Use them to allow yourself to heal. Be able to live your truth. But needless to say, you're definitely going to be on the go. some event or something that you want to have happen is going to require your strength and your courage to do so. Okay? You're going to find this out. You're going to have some sort of awareness. It may not even be anything that you find out in a sense to where it's like this one specific eye-opening thing that changes your life. No, it could just be some sort of awareness that you realize, like, that's within your relationships and partnerships and dealing with other people, that you're going to become aware of, and it's going to really, you're going to show up like a new person, like a different person. All right, so I'm gonna have to go, Leo. So thank you for watching the video. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel, because I'll be back. Okay, so hello, Virgo. How's it going? So we're back with this Mercury direct in full effect for you guys in your 12th house. This is interesting. This is interesting because you know what? Some of you guys is going to really act as like a pressure release. A pressure release, like something, a button being pushed, and then all of a sudden, okay, I think of like an Instant Pot, to where, you have with something that you're cooking in there, and then you press the pressure release button, and then it, like, all of the moisture like leaves out, like sprays out or whatever. And this is what I'm thinking about you as. So you guys can be particularly emotional on the emotional side, but these revelations that you come across, whatever this truth is, whatever this insight is that you feel like is hidden from you, or you did not know about, or just something that you were not aware of, is going to trigger here. It's going to trigger. It's going to act like some sort of trigger point for you. And, and this could be dealing with, like your father as well. Something, and it could be stemming back from your relationship with your father for some of you guys. Maybe you feel like your father act like they really didn't care, or you didn't really get a chance to get to know them for some of you guys. But if it's not necessarily your father, this is something, it's related in that sense, because maybe some of you guys are pregnant, or you're having a baby, or you have kids, and you don't want the kids to grow up without the father. So you're doing things to where you're just like, okay, listen, making this known. I don't want my kids growing up without their fathers. Like, what can we do to change this? And if this is a situation to where you feel like this is going to be happening, it's an emotional point for you. But this is the thing. What we cannot control, because this is in our 12th house. This is in your 12th house, what you cannot control, you have to release. Virgo. That's the only way it's going to work. How do I know this? You have a full moon coming up in your 6th house of work. Okay? Making things work. The 6th house of you. Because the 6th house rules Virgo. Maybe you have to let go of a job. Maybe you have to let go, if it's not a job, like your work, the way that you work, maybe because some health situation came up. So you have to make sure that you're not overworking yourself, that you're not overstressing yourself. I see that in the 6th house as well. I don't know. What can you do? Some of you guys can get a pet, or some of you guys could just work on your overall health. You might have to work out. But whatever the case may be, something is not working. And you're trying to control it. You're trying to maintain things. You maintain things the way that it was, the way that it is. But that Mercury retrograde, or Mercury going direct, is operating in your 12th house, is showing you the truth. It's showing you, it's revealing to you that it goes back to yourself. It goes back to yourself of you having to really not blame yourself, Virgo, but really take accountability for, even if something happened in your past, but what is it that you're doing now? That's the only way that this is going to work. I'm telling you. So definitely here in the 12th house, this is the hidden house. So you're dealing with a lot of stuff behind the scenes that maybe other people don't know about. And it might not be a bad thing. All of this is not a bad thing. Because like when I'm covering the transits, I'm covering them to really touch base. I'm an intuitive. Like I intuitively do this stuff. It's not mechanical at all. You know? So I intuitively read the, you know, the transits and the planets and the energy that is bringing up. So, and this is what I do birth chart wise as well. When I do personal reads for birth charts, it's the same thing. It's exactly what you get. So, but this is the thing, because we're going back to your 12th house, because this could be something that you surprise people with, something that you could have been working on, something you have some sort of hobby in, something you find out that you're interested in that you didn't even know. And you could be being known for that. And it could be showing, because I always say this, and people are starting to see you. It could, because of your situation, you could be a sweetheart. And because of your situation that you're currently going through, it's some kind of way influencing other people. Like whatever significant situation you're having, it's some kind of way influencing other people. And the thing about you is that you are a human being. And the way that you work, the way that you act, the way that you are, people have to see you that way. They want to look at you as because like your dedication and because you show up. And you show up effortlessly and you do this over and over and time again. It's a lot of stuff you end up putting up with. People end up just taking you for granted. And I don't know what some of you did. I don't know if some of you guys, I kind of feel like no matter what happened to some of you guys, you never really lost. Okay? I'm not saying you didn't have any down times, but you never really lost that core inner spirit of who you are and what makes you you. And people see that. And if they mistreated you or wronged you, they're paying for it on the emotional level. Even if they never ever tell you. I had to go there. They're paying for it. And seeing who you are. And that you did not deserve that. For some of you guys, it could be your father. For some of you guys, it could be somebody that you're in love with. Or that you were in love with. But back to this, Virgo. It's like you're being seen maybe on some like spiritually. You're like, there's something that's happening spiritually with you that is really giving you your strength in order to accomplish something, in order to make it through something, or now talk about something that you had to make it through. And just you, like, there's something that you have that you are being seen. You could become popular, you could become famous because of this, or you could just become loved. You hear what I'm saying? Because they ain't getting this from just anybody. They ain't getting this they're not going to be able to find somebody that's just going to replace you. And your birthday season is coming up. So yeah, you're definitely going through healing. I definitely will tell you that you're going through a lot of emotional healing. Dealing with other people, you know, as well. But, well, when I say dealing with other people, I mean because of other people. And this is like a solo thing for you right now. Come time for your season though, if they ain't seen it, they gonna see it. All right. Okay, so thank you, Virgo, for joining me. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel, because you know I will definitely be back. Okay, so here we are with the sign of Libra, which is you have Mercury finally picking up and going direct in your 11th house of associations, affiliations, unpredictable events, unseen events, your, you know, hopes, wishes, and dreams. So now you got to the point of where you possibly get something that you want. You get something that you wanted to happen. That's kudos for you. Or you get some sort of okay or some sort of clarity on that. Some of you guys might be meeting new people and new friends. But I definitely feel like you're definitely communicating on your matter of things. Like how you see life, how you see something. giving your insights. You're learning things online. You could be doing things online, teaching things online, being seen online. So for some of you guys, yes, something that you could be doing online might actually blow up or pick up or like have some sort of momentum or some sort of pickup, or just you, these new friends or new friend circles or affiliations, you guys might rekindle some sort of friendship. That right there is going to become active. You're seen as like a leader in your friend group. Actually, people could be seeing that you're different. They could be like, okay, well, you're different. You think that you're better. You're different from us. But no, it's not that you think you're better. You just have aspirations that reach beyond people's understanding. As a matter of fact, if you remain friends with these people, I'm not saying that you can't. But what I am telling you is that some sort of way you're setting some sort of trend. You're setting some sort of way that maybe other people don't understand. But you doing this is actually breaking you free. It's actually putting you in a place of where you're living out life, and you're living it darn good to the best of your abilities. You're not stuck on traditional ways. It's just like, to me, like with Cardi B. And, Cardi B being a Libra, and, the whole situation with Offset, and then she goes and she gets with the other dude. I don't even know why. I don't know his name right now because Mercury retrograde has really gripped my mind. But people are like, oh yeah, that's stupid. Why would you go from him to, from Offset to this other dude? And it's funny, they're both Sagittarius. That ain't gonna mean you any better. He got multiple baby moms. He's doing whatever. Cardi, by Cardi, me being an air sign, and Cardi being a Libra, I totally understand what it is that she's doing. The other people might not understand. Cardi is literally just saying, you know what, screw you. I'm going to live my life. I know what this other dude does. I'm not saying that I'm getting married to him. I'm not even going to say we're going to be together forever. But whatever we're going to be, we just going to be it for now. People might call that stupid. But on the other end, she does. I'm not saying, listen, because it's one thing when I'm just giving my opinion and just talking mess, but it's another thing when I'm doing it astrologically. And when I'm doing things astrologically, I try to speak from that viewpoint and that standpoint from somebody else's perspective. And literally, and I'm not even saying that if her and dude break up and they don't work out, that it wouldn't hurt her feelings. That's not what I'm saying. But literally, typically, women just stick in situations with men all the time where they're getting cheated on, they're getting disrespected, and they don't do anything. They sit there and they cry and they beg and they plead for the man to love them. And you're the only man I'm going to be with. And typically people want to see, okay, well, you're a woman that's going to just be with one man forever. And if you do anything else, regardless of what he does, you're a scum. Cardi is like, man, screw that. I'm living my life. I'm getting my love too. Now, I'm not saying that it's the right type of love to get, but I'm just telling you that that's what she did, because she was tired of being disrespected and treated the way that she was being treated by Offset. I'm not calling her right. This ain't about being right or this ain't about being wrong right now. I'm just saying. So what I'm telling you is that you could be doing something to, like, your lifestyle or the way that you're living, or who you become could be different than the typical people that's around you. They will not understand it. They may not understand it, but you're like light years ahead of them for real. Now, y'all could say Cardi B ain't light years ahead of nobody, but I see it in a different way. If you look at it in an astrological standpoint, in a logical standpoint, from this typical women are supposed to behave like X, Y, Z. Like publicly, she's saying, okay, so my husband, I can't trust him. He disrespects me. He's with a whole woman, another woman right now. Well, I'm about to be with a whole man. Okay. It might not be my approach, but my approach ain't the same as other people's approaches. Heck, I live my life the way that I live my life. But back to you. Yep, you being seen as somebody, you don't give up. You go for what it is that you want. You could be having these affiliations that's going to help you out. That's going to get you to like the next level of where it is that you want to be. Some leader, some boss, some person in a position in order to be able for you to do that. Just use it to the best of your ability. But what's going to trigger this for you is your 5th house. Yep. It's something about yourself that you're willing to give up, or that you're willing to let go of, that is limiting you from opening up your horizons and going after what it is that you want. It's something about yourself that you're going to become aware of. Some of you guys is going to be about your kids, because you're just going to be like, I don't want my kids to see, I want to do better for my kids. I want my kids, let's just say you're just like, okay, I want to be a doctor. Well, I want to be, a successful doctor as a Black woman. I'm just naming something, guys, as an example. And I want to be able to show my kids that they can too. I want to be a successful lawyer. I want to be, a scientist. I want to be, whatever it is that you want to be. Whatever it is that you want to do. That could be, you could be getting triggered because you're just realizing something about yourself that limits you from doing that. And I'll be darned, maybe Cardi B realizes something about herself that's putting her in these situations with these dusties in the first place. Okay. So, anyways, Libra, thank you very much for joining me on this Mercury direct transit. Please. Oh yeah, and your career is motivating a lot of this too, because Venus is inside your 10th house and Jupiter is inside your 10th house. So you could be getting really lucky on your career, making money. Some of you guys could possibly find love at work, love in this work, okay, or working with your boo thing. But yes, your public image, you've been seen publicly, you are going, like, you're doing your thing, you're living your life. Like right about now, Libra is one of the signs you're living your life regardless. Okay, so thank you. Like I said, once again, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, because I'll be back. Okay, so hello Scorpio, this Mercury direct is taking place for you in your 10th house of career. Wow. Okay, so this is good. Like this is the thing. If you want an energy put inside of your career, if you were not clear on the direction of that, how you're developing your public image, the way you're being seen, here you could be putting yourself in a position to where you're being seen as a leader, somebody that is going to do the right thing. And if you're just like, okay, well, I'm not really that typical Scorpio, focused on doing the right or wrong thing. No, this is you having some sort of upgrade or some sort of movement, some sort of shift in your career. So I don't know if some of you guys are making more money with the career that you're doing, or you're getting some, like maybe you want to do something. Maybe it's something that you do and you do it unique. Bring that to the table. Nobody else can do it like you. Bring that to the table. And that's what you're being discovered for. That's what you're being paid for. That's what you're being upgraded for, because of your work ethic, your dedication, and you're being seen as that. Like you're standing pretty strong right about now. Some of you guys definitely have some sort of accolades coming. Some of you guys might be posted like online inside of some news article. People looking up to you because of who you are and how you show up and what you're representing. Some of you guys could be becoming famous, or some of you guys could be becoming known, or you're just real popular right now, especially when it comes to like the work that you do, your career, and you're driven. The spotlight is on you. And did I say that you're popular? Yeah, so that's definitely bringing more money in for you. If it's something that you have to do, like maybe you wasn't clear on the direction, if you was going to put that application in or not, there you are. Okay, or you're being put in for a raise or something on that significant level. And this is the thing, you're being triggered by the full moon in Aquarius happening in your 4th house of your comfort zone, of some sort of family situation that you're letting go of. Because maybe you're just like, okay, well, I was a work at home mom or father, whatever the case may be. This is the 4th house. And now I want to get back out there and go after my passions and go after what it is that I want to have happen. And you can definitely be, you're getting blessings to do that. It's going to be something that benefits you. You're going to bring more money in, more income in. So yeah, some of you guys might be getting money or income or something, some financial thing, from your father as well. But yeah, so yeah, you're being triggered, like some sort of feeling that you're going to have, some sort of emotion, something about your security, like the way that secure, you feeling secure or insecure, about your money, about your stability, about your security. That is going to be something that you want to put it into. And then this is what's going to push you or drive you forward. Some of you guys, if you're creative, if you are doing some sort of social media, something online, or just whatever you're working at, the more courageous you can be, the more strength that you can have to pull through to see your projects through, to see what you're working on gets through and fulfill you're going to get this accomplishment. It's definitely going to go inside your favor. And then this is about your experiences that you're choosing to have. So yes, some of you guys travel, or some of you guys just being willing to do something slightly different could definitely help as well. And even this could be like a romantic partner too that you have that's going to be making more money, or somebody you partner with, somebody that you are interacting with, making more money. Boom, that puts you in a position to make more money as well. Or them stepping up in some type of way and taking on some responsibilities puts you in a position to go continue school or go and work on something, like I said, that you have been working on for a while and you want to see benefits from. So this is really, 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 really great. So some of you guys are getting some sort of recognition at your job or something for something you have been working on. And people are seeing that you're standing strong though. That's one thing that you have to say. You have to give the sign of Scorpio credit for. You're standing strong. So whatever you felt like these limitations are, and however you felt, you are actually detaching yourself from that, from like those limited feelings, and you're really seeing the possibilities, and you're going to really see it. So don't worry about what you can't fix. You're going to really see this during the full moon, and then moving into Mercury going direct in Leo. Listen, you're going to be seen. It's going to be seen. The truth is going to be seen for what it is. Okay. And you might take some sort of significant turn or shift. It's like you're maturing, something you're going to be doing different. That's going to be the perfect place for you. And you're definitely going to benefit off of it. And you're definitely going to love it. Okay. You're following your heart. You're following how you're being guided. You're being uniquely you. And can't nobody knock that right about now. Okay, so Scorpio, thank you for joining me and watching the video. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, because I'll be back covering more planetary transits. Okay, so hello, Sagittarius. So we're back. You have Mercury going direct inside of your 9th house of you, another sign that's definitely benefiting from this Mercury direct Leo season. Mercury going retrograde and going direct inside of your 9th house. So Leo being in your 9th house of you, Gemini, your opposite sign, has Leo in their 3rd house of Gemini. So you have Leo in your 9th house of you. Wow. Okay. So like if you are a Gemini sun and Sag rising, this is just a double whammy. If you are a Sag sun, Gemini rising, this is a double whammy for you. This is the good. This position with Leo being in your 9th house of you puts you in a power position. Period. Hands down, power position. You're experienced. You're going to continue to do this. Like some of you guys are going to continue to excel in your education. You got to put time in. You got to study. You gotta show up. You know what I mean? You have experience. You're experiencing enough. You have experiences in a lot of areas, like the area that you're studying in certain areas in life, but you're going to make yourself have even more experiences. Just take your time, because it's not, if you could just take your time, focus on your career, or like your education and your development, things that you're learning, your spiritual path, your journey is going to pay off, and the universe is going to allow you to do it. Okay. So even if you had a setback, you're going to be getting inspired again, because maybe you got distracted for a little bit. Maybe things was just kind of fuzzy and unclear. But when the dust settles and Mercury goes direct, you're going to be sure on track with whatever it is that you're developing, wherever it is that you're going. If you need counseling, if you need help, if you need therapy, if you need assisting, if you need coaching, here you are. Go and get it. It is there for you, and utilize this assistance. People might be asking you, or you might be put in a position to where you're teaching others. You're sharing your experiences that helps others. You are counseling people. Maybe you're becoming a therapist, whatever, a pastor, a spiritualist. Somewhere along the lines, you could be traveling and you could be recording it and showing it to people, putting it online, getting paid for it. But whatever the case may be, you are experienced and you are phenomenal, and you are going to recover, and you're going to get back up, and just like you never fail. So you definitely have developments here in that area of the ninth house. Trips, offers to go on trips, offers to lead in certain situations, being put into situations to lead. This is great. Like, you're gonna, this is awesome, because you're gonna overcome wherever you felt like you took a hit. You're gonna overcome it. All you gotta do is be you, but be a better version of you. All you gotta do is be you, but be a better version of you. What do I mean? Wherever you felt like you're reminiscent, you're looking at, that's what you were doing when Mercury was retrograde. You were looking at where you're at, how you got here, and the things that took place. And it's like you want to make changes because you want to be better. That's what Sagittarius does. And you're not just selling. I think a lot of you guys are speaking up, and people know. See, you another sign. See, here we go. People know that they cannot go without or do without Sagittarius. I don't care how much they try to act like that they can. They can't. Because you set like this precedence. Like, you show up. When you show up, when you have something you have to do, you do that. I'm not just gaslighting y'all. It's true. And you're going to come to this awareness with the full moon in your third house. You know, that's very interesting here, because like Gemini, you know, it's just like the complete opposite. Gemini has this awareness coming up in their ninth house of you. You have this awareness coming up in your third house of Gemini. Your mind, the way that you think, you're putting a stop to that, a halt to that. You have your own say. You are your own person. You're not controlled by the thoughts of other people and what they taught you, what you learned from the past. Nah, because it don't work for you, bro. It ain't working for you. You're going to realize this, that the people around you, the situations around you, you've outgrown. You're over it. You're better than that. I don't care how they don't care if they get mad or not. The situations, you think too big. You're thinking on a whole other level. I don't know. Maybe you might have to tone some stuff down, because maybe some people are not picking up what you're putting down. Okay. You feel like the people are slow, possibly. And that's because there are certain things. Yeah. Tell them when they ask. If they don't tell them. What they know, don't know, won't hurt them. But if it does, and they tired of it hurting them, they'll find. Just sit and watch and perfect yourself. Better yourself. Do your thing. Go after what you want. Pretty soon they're going to be like, okay, Sagittarius, how did you do what you did? And they're going to be knocking your door down to try to figure it out. But you trying to tell them this and trying to tell them that and trying to help them and trying to say this and that only hurts you. Because they're going to use it against you. They're going to try to act like you're the bad guy and they're the victim. No. How you solve that? Yeah, you show up in your life and you be present in your life, but you make sure that you're doing that for you. And you fail, if you failed, or you became, privy to the things that held you back in your childhood. It could start in your childhood. As you become privy of that, and as you break those strongholds, you're gonna free yourself, baby. They can't catch up with you, and it ain't a competition. But they can't really catch up with you. They cannot. Sagittarius, they gonna be hating on you. Hey, people gonna be hating on you. But they can't stop you, though. That's the thing. They can't stop you. And this is the insight. Like, some of you guys might be getting into your spiritual bag. Some of you guys might be getting back into some sort of religion, or trying a new religion, or just like even breaking free from all that and just really just discovering yourself. There's opportunities there. There is something there significant that is going to pick you up, put you back on your feet, and you're going to be real strong, and you're going to be moving strong. Okay, so thank you, Sagittarius, for watching this video. Thank you so much. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, because I'll be back. Okay, so hello, Capricorn. You have Mercury going direct in your 8th house. 8th house of marriage, 8th house of business, 8th house of other people's money, 8th house of the hidden that we don't want known. Well, whatever is being hidden from you is going to come to the light. I really do feel that Capricorn at this point in time wants to know. And you have hidden feelings here. And you're going to be getting triggered. And you're going to be feeling emotional. And you're going to be feeling sensitive. But what this is doing is this is cleaning out your emotional cobwebs, if I must say. Yeah, a lot of things, hidden money, ways to make money. Some of you guys are going to be boss, top notch in business if you choose to do that and accumulate other people's money. So you might get married, or you might be getting offered some loans or access to that, but it's definitely there. Because if you need this to assist you in something in life, then that's going to be good. But if you're a Capricorn too, that you're just deciding to, like, whatever truths come up, hidden, something somebody was hiding, maybe in a marriage, maybe in any type of situation, and it starts coming up. Take the truth for what it is. See it for what it is. And some of you guys are revisiting the past, maybe thinking about, maybe reminiscing, maybe being very sensitive about what was done to you, how it was done to you. This could be anything from abuse, physical, mental, psychological, emotional, especially emotional and psychological. And you're breaking free from these patterns because you're actively healing yourself from this. But this is really good in business. Like, you're going to be definitely looking like somebody that knows what they're doing with money. Maybe you're handling your money better, and maybe you're trying to pay off your debts. What triggers this is your second house. So there's things that you want that you feel like you can't access, or you feel like you have to let go of, or you don't have access to. And you're like, oh my God, like, why do I not have access to the things that I want? I work very hard in life. And you're going to really see, Capricorn, how your emotional well-being is tied to your money. You don't want to deal with your emotions, and you don't want to deal with those things that's hidden there. You overlook them. You keep all that stuff trapped inside of you. Then you're going to, as it comes up, you're going to see how you're released from that, released from the shame, released from the relationships, released from the stagnation, all of that. And you're going to start freeing yourself up, and you're going to put yourself in a position to make more money. Okay? Because it takes money to make money. But you're working hard, but you're not getting what you want exactly. So you're about to break those cycles. There's a lot of karmic cycles here, and the light is going to be shed on there. You might break cycles in your family in general that's been there for generations. Yeah. You're seeing yourself as valuable. You're seeing yourself in a different light. And it's putting you in a position to go after what it is that you want. Hey, a lot of karma is being redirected, transmuted for a lot of people that is willing to step up and break these karmic cycles, is willing to work on themselves, is willing to look at these situations for what they are, for those purposes. And it's definitely benefiting you. Okay, so this is great. And you have luck, and you have blessings, and you have money coming to, and by way of partnerships and relationships, people that you can network with, people that you can work with, people that want to be affiliated with you. Okay? So, wow. Love here as well. Now, people could be fine. There's somebody significantly that might be finding you particularly sexy in like the deeper parts of yourself. With that withdrawn emotion, but when you can let it out in the way that you do, your unique way is attracting in love for you. It's attracting in attraction. Now, I'm not going to say if it's on a level of somebody's thinking like you're extremely sexy or whatever. Okay. Okay. You can be like, okay, well, I really want a little bit more than that. You can't just be thinking just that. But this is like your lover is going to be attracted to the deeper parts of yourself, not just surface, the deeper parts of yourself. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, so Capricorn, keep living your life, and so I don't know why let's give me the line. Okay, no. That Little Kim song. Is that little? No, never mind. I'm gonna take that out. But anyways, okay, so Capricorn, thank you for joining me. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, because I'll be back. Aquarius. Okay, so Aquarius, Mercury is going direct in your 7th house. So you're getting to move back on. You're going to start seeing people. They're going to be coming up. They're going to be, wanting to interact with you, to communicate with you, and they want your attention. I'm just going to say it. They want your full-blown attention, and I just kind of feel like that might be too much for you because you already have stuff that you're trying to focus on yourself. But at the same time, I think that since there's a full moon going on, what's triggering this is you. Because I feel like a lot of you guys may look at certain relationships that you're having and you've been doing, I kind of feel like you have been doing stuff for people. You have been showing up for people. You have been helping them out, practically doing for them. You're seeing how it is affecting you negatively because you can't show up, you can't be there, and you can't be available for yourself, like the things that you really need to take care of. So, that's something you're going to really think about because you might start moving differently because of this. And you're just like, okay, I'm about to teach these people how to fend for themselves because the rest of it's just too much. They want this attention, like they need your help, whatever the case may be. Now, however, I feel like some of you guys though, you might decide to say, okay, well, you know what? Let me pay these people some attention. Let me pay my lover, because especially if you're in a significant relationship with somebody, let me pay them some attention. Let me, see what they're about. This is also you coming up against some pretty good affiliations. Well, I would say networking, love. Like you might meet you might meet a significant partner or somebody that, that you can form some sort of relationship with, to where y'all actually vibe good and y'all could be pretty much connected. So that could definitely be coming up for you. But the part about it is this could be something that you thought about too, like what your next move is going to be as pertaining to relationships or partnership and how you're working with people. And you didn't know like where you fit in their life and vice versa. But with Mercury going direct, you could definitely be courageous in this area, and you could be more forthright on, leading people, telling them what it is, taking more of a forefront in that area instead of stepping back. Okay. But I feel like more of this transit is kind of focused on other people, not necessarily you. And you can actually learn off of other people too, Aquarius, if you just allow yourself to do so. I know you're probably like, okay, I really don't want to hear this, but it's true. I'm just telling you where this transit is definitely happening at. But there could be something significant that you come across or you come aware of within yourself that's showing you this through other people. You're going to realize that people are possibly showing you yourself through them. So even when you feel like they could be doing better, they need to step up to the plate, they may not. When you feel like they should communicate better and tell you how they feel and what they think, they may not, because you don't. You stay to the background. You kind of let people do what they want. It's like, oh yeah, if they want to come around, like they know where to find me, and they're projecting the same thing back to you. But definitely a lot people coming from the past, or a lot coming back. You're getting movement again in relationships area. But I kind of see too where some of you guys are feeling like there's some sort of control there through other people. Or they could be feeling, I don't think they're feeling that way about you. Okay, but definitely this is a focus on other people and their affiliations with you. And I don't think that, like, some people don't get how Aquarius, how you can be like, you are very distant, but that does not mean that you don't want love. Like sometimes you see who's going to understand that you're distant, but who's going to be there to provide that love through it. Okay, so we're going to start right there. Thank you, Aquarius. This is going to be Mercury going direct on August the 11th and a full moon in your sign on August the 9th. Thank you for watching the video. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel because I'll be back. Hello, Pisces. So we are having Mercury go direct in your 6th house of work. So yes, if there was some sort of stagnations, layoffs, just downtime for work, you might, or just you feeling, or something being put in your way of, you know, you feeling lazy, or you weren't having that strength, or how work is going to continue, what you were going to be working on. Maybe you had some sort of lapse in health routine. Mercury going direct in the sign of Leo sheds the light on work and the resolutions for that. Some of you guys could be making more money. Some of you guys are going to be getting way more active in your job and putting your focus on things that you're working on. Some of you guys, it could be you working on your health. Some of you guys could be looking at, you know, laying out bills, seeing like what you need to catch up on, seeing what needs to be paid off, seeing where you can actually work out some sort of payment plan or something. That's definitely coming up. And also certain things dealing with responsibilities that you have. I feel like maybe you might be asked to really step up and take on some sort of responsibility or lead something at work, or work on something, or help others work on something as well at the job. But it's just a lot dealing with work. So if you're a Pisces that is looking for a job or some sort of form of employment, you definitely can do so at this time. And your skill set and the uniqueness, you bring some sort of uniqueness to your job and the work that you do, could definitely play and work inside your favor. So please be writing that down on your resume, or either be willing to tell this to whoever you're being interviewed by. But if this is the thing, what's coming your way, more money because of this, better health routine, better body. Okay. Maybe some of you guys might look into getting a new pet, or focusing some sort of time on pets, or working with pets. Some of you guys working in the medical industry. But whatever it is, you're getting some sort of recognition and positive feedback when it comes to your job and the work that you do. You do it very efficient. Without you, I don't know what people are going to do. Okay. you got some good insight. You got some recognition coming, and you definitely got help and support. You might have to take a step up in your work and take some sort of leadership role. Now, some of you guys might decide that you want to do something different altogether, or you might, because of that full moon that's happening in your 12th house of Aquarius, you might get triggered. It's like a feeling thing. It's some sort of skill set or something that you have, or some type of awareness that you have about something else that you can implement that you hide or you don't even act on. That could be something that's coming out, or you're bringing some sort of skill set to your job, to the work that you do, what it is that you're just the way that you live your life. And some of these guys, this could be communication, because like you could be letting go of something that you needed to heal from, or that you could have possibly just not said anything about, and you could have just had stored up or pent up feelings. You could be letting go of this through communication. So or if you let go of this could be showing up as you showing up more and feeling better at what it is that you're doing. Like if this was like, let's say you had a surgery or something like that, or you got out of the hospital and your work has been affected. Now you're feeling like you're gaining more strength and momentum. So you're going to keep working on what it is that you were doing to, gain that strength and that momentum back. But like I said, you're going to find yourself all around with more energy in order to do this as well. So yep, definitely significant recognition, power, strength around working in your work area, something that you're working at. So some of you guys might be placed in a position to where you gotta lead others and train others as well. That possibly be coming up, but definitely more money, income possibly. If you can there's something unique that you might be bringing to your job or the work that you do that's going to make you popular in that area, and you definitely will earn more income as well. All right, so I'm going to stop right there. I definitely want to say thank you, Pisces, for joining me for this video. Definitely like the video, subscribe to the channel, because I will be back.